I just placed the yeast in a warm spot. I turned on my stove to preheat it to 375. Just placed the bowl on top of my stove. Warmth kind of helps the blooming process. This is a beautiful representation of what it should look like when it's bloomed. Half a teaspoon, so add 2 of these. 1, 2. Eating the shit out of my light over here. I'm gonna add 1 cup and mix. That looks like it's mostly incorporated, so now I'm gonna add the next cup. So that's 2 cups. The 3rd cup going in. Too fast. Made a mess. It calls for 3.5 to 4 cups of flour, but I've put 3 and I think this is perfect. So I'm gonna start adding in the butter. You need to do that cold and 1 tablespoon at a time. First tablespoon going in. We're going to put the dough hack, whip back in and just start letting that form together. It's taking a really long time for this butter to incorporate, so I'm gonna come back when that's done. And I figured out why the other pieces were taking too long, because I was supposed to cube them. So as I understand it, this is what a slack dough is gonna look like. You see how it's just like really shiny? I don't know if you can see that, but if you can, it's very shiny. It'll kind of pull apart like this. It's like pizza dough, but it won't like stick to your hands. It says to transfer it to a different bowl. I don't want to dirty another bowl, so I'm just gonna use this one. To a greased bowl, you want to cover it and leave it in a warm spot for an hour to proof. Use a Christmas towel to make it festive. My light died, so I'm gonna have to use the flash. If this looks weird, I am sorry. This is what we're looking like for the dough. Hair is. That was really satisfying, actually. You want to put this on a lightly floured surface, because the more flour you have in the dough, the more dense your buns are gonna be. So this is what I did. And it should come out clean. How shiny and beautiful that is. I'm gonna grab my food scale and I'm gonna measure out these rolls, and then we're going to shape them, place them on a parchment lined sheet, and then we're going to let those proof covered for about 30 minutes until they're almost doubled in size. Altogether, each one weighs about 110 grams. To shape them, I'm really just pulling the dough part and tucking it under, and then just kind of rubbing my hands like this together on it until it gets the desired shape. This is what we're looking at for our rolls right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the same dish towel over it and put it on my stove to proof. Almost doubled in size. I have these scored right down the middle. We're gonna do butter on them. Lightly graze the top with it. Now that these are beautiful and coated with butter and scored, I'm going to pop them in the oven at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes.